Hello everyone, I'm really happy and excited to be with Michael today. We're going to explore more of fitness secrets of Michael and how you go about it, how you keep going.
Great, sounds good. Obviously very excited to be here. I've got lots of questions. I'm
sure.
very keen to find out more. I guess travelling the world so regularly, there's a lot of things that I wish I knew when I was playing for Australia that I've probably found out later on in my career. So you being the expert, the nutritionist, I'd love to get some more guidance and advice from you.
Okay, Michael, let's talk about what's your daily dietary plan? Like what do you generally eat right from the morning till dinner?
So I'll probably have 5 meals a day.
All right.
I probably have quite a big breakfast where there's something like an omelette and some fruit for breakfast. Drink-wise, very rarely do I drink anything apart from water, either still water or sparkling water. I don't really drink soft drink.
All right.
I don't really drink juice.
All right.
I would have some sort of snack in between breakfast and lunch. It might be some nuts, it might be some more fruit, it might be a small protein bar, something like that. Big lunch, again, some sort of snack in between lunch and dinner. And then my dinner, I try as best as I can to have a small dinner, but
That's how it's supposed to be.
my goal is to have 5 meals a day. Is that correct?
That's perfectly fine.
Yes.
At least 5 to 6 meals in a day you should always have.
Yeah, okay.
So Michael, what was your diet plan before you were actively playing cricket and how it has changed now?
Well, I guess I was brought up in my family, we would have 3 meals a day. So my mum would you would have breakfast before you go to school. She would pack you lunch and then you would come home and have dinner. It was only when I started playing cricket, first class cricket for New South Wales at 18 years of age, that I probably learnt more about what diet or what food helps me better. I guess I've always believed everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation.
And I've always believed we're all very different. So
Right.
my diet mightn't be perfect for you, mightn't be perfect for Steve Smith, mightn't be
It
perfect for
must be
Virat Kohli.
customized.
Everybody's different. Food in my system might take longer to digest, might take longer to help my body than it might yours as well.
Eating healthy isn't about fat and calories. It's always about maximizing nutrients.
I think the thing I've always seen in regards to diet is it's like a car. If you put the best petrol inside your system,
Yes.
your car gets the best results. I've probably seen my diet like that if I'm eating the right foods, I'm hydrated, I'm getting my sleep, then that gives me the best chance to perform at my best.
Very true. Talking about food, out of curiosity, I just want to ask you, when you were young and your mom, what was one food your mom used to feed you which you never used to like?
Peas.
Peas?
Oh, I hate peas. I love vegetables, I love fruits, but she always made me eat peas, so I'll never eat peas. Broccoli, beans, but I won't eat peas.
But it's always advisable to have all the green leafy vegetables.
I know, I try and have just about all of them, I just don't have peas.
All right. So, how's your stay so far in India?
I've had a great time, thank you. It's been unbelievable. I've always loved the Indian culture. I've been coming here I think my first trip here was when I was 17, so I've been coming for a long time. Very fortunate now, you stay at beautiful hotels, so you get great food. And I love the cuisine. I really like the Indian cuisine. It's very hard for me to stay disciplined at night in India, trying to eat early versus late and trying not to eat too many carbohydrates at night before I go to bed. So my weakness is naan bread. I love naan. So like I say, everything in moderation.
I know Indian food is incomplete without naan.
Oh, and you can just have naan with anything, any sort of masala you can have naan, any sort of dal you can have naan. So it's my weakness.
Did you develop taste for Indian food?
Oh, from a very young age, yeah.
You told me like 17 you traveled.
I know, yeah. I've always loved it. What I love about the Indian food, when you leave the table, you feel full.
You feel full.
And I like that feeling. But sometimes if you're eating 5 or 6 meals a day, there's a level you can go to.
But it's always advisable to have in moderation, like small and frequent meals.
Yeah,
Indian food is, again, you have sweet and spicy. It can be sweet or spicy. It can be, again, rich and light.
Yeah.
So it depends on you, your preference, how you order. You should always order wisely.
Yeah, I agree. I think, like you say, everything in moderation is very
Everything
important.
is in moderation.
One of the hardest things I guess I found travelling through my career was food on a plane
Right.
and food at a hotel.
I was
it's
coming
so
to that.
hard. Yeah. How? What do you recommend when, when you're sitting on a plane? So you're, let's say, from Australia to India, 14 hours. So I'm not active at all, and I'm sitting down the whole time. Sometimes people just keep bringing food, so you keep
tend to
eating
eat,
it.
right.
What do you recommend when you're on a plane or when you're at a hotel?
See,
your
I would
choices?
say when you're traveling, you're traveling often. So your diet should be planned in such a way that there should always be room for local cuisine and plus food for the plane.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you get fruits in the plane.
Yeah.
Fruits is the best option you can opt for starters.
Yeah. Okay.
And again, for beverages, I would say go for very light beverages, not very sweetened beverages. A fresh lime salted is a great option.
Okay.
And again, in alcohol, wine is a great option. Vodka with water is a great option.
Yeah.
And a normal meal.
Okay, beautiful. And what about hotels? Because the problem in these hotels, they're so beautiful. You open the menu and there's
Sure.
so many things to
Like
choose.
I said before,
How do you stop?
Indian cuisine is really vast.
Yeah.
You get sweet, spicy, you get rich, and you get light food as well. So you should always be wise enough to order your food. So you should always go for tandoori, I would say.
Yeah.
Tandoori
The
again.
way it's cooked.
Tandoori,
I agree.
the way it's prepared,
Yeah.
it makes it low carb,
Yeah.
lean protein again, very good for you.
Yeah.
And also low in fat.
Yeah. Okay.
And Indian food is incomplete without a naan. So I would say go for tandoori naan.
I love naan. Or roti.
Cool down your spices. We always order beverage along with the food.
Yeah.
That's a no-no.
Yeah. Okay.
We can always order low-fat yogurt instead,
Okay.
just to cool down the spices.
Yeah, which I like.
Indian food is full of spices.
Very
so
spicy sometimes.
always share your dessert.
Yeah, I try and limit my
Always share
dessert.
your
Moderation.
dessert.
We say moderation. Look, I think it is. I think it's important for young boys and girls, but also mums and dads, to understand how important diet
it
is. That's where I think I've been very lucky. I'm quite lean, but I still train every single day. But again, for people that are trying to train and be fit and healthy, training is only a part of it. What you put in your system, that nutrition is such an important part. And I think the parents set the tone for their son or daughter. If you can cook them fresh food, if you can make sure you're watching what they're eating, so they're being more disciplined. In Australia, we have a huge problem with obesity. Young boys and girls are overweight because everybody's in a rush, so they'll just go and buy takeaway, instead of fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, being as healthy as they can. And I think if you can educate a young boy or a young girl,
Education is very important.
that's half the battle. It's no different to training, to doing some sort of
It
physical
solves
activity.
half of the problem if you are educated and if you educate people around you.
I agree.
It solves half of the problem.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it's very important. So, yeah, that would be my main message for all boys and girls and mums and dads, to try and... It's just habit. I think if you feel the benefits when... it's like for me, when I walk out to bat and make 100, I think about what training did I do in the lead up to making 100. I make 100 and I think, okay, I'm going to do that training every time. It's the same. When you eat well and you feel good about yourself, you think, okay, whatever I've done in that week, I want to do that again because I feel great. I feel like I'm fitter, healthier. I get out of bed easier. I have no soreness, no stiffness. So it's very important.
So coming back here, so what diet do you, cricketers, you all play or you all face a lot of injuries while playing.
Yeah.
So what kind of diet you generally have while?
Again, everybody's different. For me, when you're playing so much cricket, I wasn't as protective about how much carbohydrate I ate because I felt like the carbohydrate, I was putting the fuel back in, go and play for 8 hours in the heat, you get dehydrated, you burn calories, you're low on protein. So that's why my meals were very important, to put that back into my system.
So Michael, I feel there are a lot of myths with weight and injuries. A is your muscles tend to convert into fat if you cannot exercise, and second is your calories, whatever you eat, you tend to gain weight when you don't exercise. That's a myth. Right? Don't you agree?
Yeah, I do agree. I think a lot of people think by putting food in your mouth you're putting weight on.
Exactly. So that is what my point is. Nowadays what happens is, see, if you don't exercise, they think your muscles will get into fat, but
Yeah.
it's not the thing.
Yeah, correct.
It will shrink, but it will regain again.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Again, with the weight, you will not gain weight unless and until you fuel your body nicely, right way.
And the other thing, what people need to remember is your body
Needs carbs.
needs carbohydrate,
Exactly.
needs protein,
Right.
needs good fats,
Right.
needs sugar at certain
Right.
stages, needs hydration. So this thing of ours is not meant to lie down on the couch and do nothing.
Very true.
We are not built for that. We are built to move. Is it walk? Is it run? Is it go up the stairs? Is it sleep? Whatever it is, our body is made to do things, not sit still all the time. So to do that, you need to put the fuel into your system. And again, like I say, I don't want to sit here and say that every single meal I eat, I weigh the protein, I weigh the carbohydrate. I'm not that disciplined. I think I make smart choices with my diet and with my training.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
And I think that's all you can do.
Any message you want to give to our young cricketers or young athletes out there?
Look, I think it's no different to how much time you want to put into batting or bowling or fielding in the nets. I think now our game is as much about being fit and healthy as possible. If you want a long career, if you want to play for 10 years for your country, young boys and young girls, in any sport you're doing, I think it's really important that you do take care in what you put in your system. You want to get the best out of your body. You want to not get injured or get injured the least amount. You have to back up. You have to, if you're playing international sport, it's play the game, get on an aeroplane and fly, go to training, play the game, get on an aeroplane, fly. It's so busy. Mentally you're drained, physically you're drained. So what you put into your system will give you the best chance of recovering. That's the other thing that people don't understand. You can't just train. You need time to recover. Your body needs to recover and heal. Sleep is an important part, but the other thing that's major is your hydration and your nutrition.
I completely agree, Michael. I would also like to add on few stuff. Like cricket is a long game.
Yeah.
And it varies with different requirements. You need speed, you need strength, you need recovery speed, you need power.
Yeah.
So all of these are heavily influenced by the diet, what you eat.
Yeah.
So I would say food is a fuel. If you fuel your body the right way, it will give you an optimized level to perform or work
I agree.
or play.
I think you're 100% correct.
Yeah. So how important is a nutritionist, you think is a nutritionist for an athlete?
I would like to still have a nutritionist every day of my life. I think it's very important. I think when you're busy and you have so much going on, sometimes you don't have the time or have the knowledge to know the answer. Should I select biryani? Should I select white rice? Well, I feel like white rice, I have white rice. But there's always an expert in the field who will advise you that if you go this way, it has less carbohydrate or more carbohydrate, or what have you done in your day? You need more protein, you need more fruit. So I think, like a lot of things in my life, I think if you can get good advice, that makes a really big difference. So I would be if parents are unsure, or kids are unsure, or athletes are unsure, ask the expert, ask the nutritionist, find out that information, and then you know the answer. Not being sure and guessing is not going to help anybody. So I think it's very important.
Thank you so much, Michael,
You're
for joining
welcome.
us today. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you very much.
And I'm sure today a lot of our young athletes and sports person out there have gained a lot of information, motivation and knowledge.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. Nice to be here.